Hey guys, welcome to our flow class. Can you guys hear me? We're never really sure about the sound. There's a light, and when it's on, it should work, but is anyone saying they can hear me? Okay, great. Okay. I feel like we do that all week long, like in Zoom meetings or Teams. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Welcome, guys. Today, we're going to do this class together. Basita is here to help me out. And in a way, it's kind of nice for me because I can catch my breath. Yeah, so welcome to this flow. Yeah. We are color coordinated, but no more. Towards the end, he'll put his sweater back on so it matches again. All right, welcome, guys. Flow to handstand. We're going to start softly, calmly. If you had Mandy's class before, you could get your breath again. So you can come down, come to a seated, comfortable position. Cross your legs if you want. Do something else if you prefer. Close your eyes. And we'll just start with a couple of deep in and exhalations. All right. And start to slow the breath down. Deepen the in and exhalation. All right. Start to shift your awareness to your sitting bones. And try to let more weight come down onto the mat. Find that point between the two sitting bones. Find the tailbone. And from that point on, start to lengthen and lift the spine. Lift the crown of the head. Sitting up tall. And continue with that deep breath. Use the space you created by sitting up tall for maybe even a deeper in and exhalation. And we'll keep the eyes closed. You can start to bring your right ear over to your right shoulder. Try to keep the shoulders where they are and just let the head come down. Good. Let's slowly roll your chin down to your chest. Again, not moving the shoulders, only let the head move. And find that soft stretch for the back of the neck. Feel the weight of the head pulling on the tissue in the neck. And rolling the left ear over to the left shoulder. And let the head be heavy. Feeling that stretch along the side of the neck. And chin comes back down to your chest. And letting the head roll over to the right side again. Good, now stay on the right side. Keep your head heavy. And bringing the left hand onto your lower back. If you want to go a little further, you could reach for your right elbow. Grab your right elbow with your hand. And continue to let the head drop over to the right side. All right, very nice. Stay here for one more inhale. And exhale, release the arm. Let it come back by your side. Chin comes back down to your chest. And we'll go over to the left side. Keeping the head heavy. And bringing the right hand onto your lower back. Or grab your left elbow. Really dropping the head down. right. And stay here for one more deep inhale. Exhale, release your arm back by your side. And roll your chin back down to your chest. Stay there. Let the hands come behind your head. Interlace the fingers. Lightly pull on the head. Let the chin come further down to the chest. And try to keep your spine long and straight. So you want to feel a stretch along the back of the neck, maybe between the shoulder blades. All right, staying for one more inhale. And exhale, release your arms back by your side. And slowly blink the eyes open. And you can lift your head back to center. All right, good. Now we had a slow start, but that's going to be the only slow bit in this class. We're going to jump right into getting some activation in the core. And today in this class, I really want to focus on a hollow body, and I'll explain in a moment what I mean with that. Basically comes down to a lot of activation in the core as we move through this class. All right, so you can place your feet on the mat and then roll down. I'm gonna adjust my thing. And maybe I'll do it sideways so you guys can get a better feel of what we're doing. So as you lie here on the mat, depending on your shape, you might notice there's this hollow space between your back and the mat. You're going to try to eliminate that space by pressing the lower back all the way down onto the mat. Good. Now this is quite easy. Now try and straighten your legs. And see if you can keep that space, the lower back glued down on the mat. Maybe you feel your belly wants to come up, your spine wants to come up. See what you need to do in order for the lower back to stay down. Maybe you start to feel that you need to use the muscles in the belly quite a bit to press that lower back down. That's kind of what we're going to work on today. All right, now staying here just a little longer. Good. All right. Now, bending the knees, pull the knees to your chest. You'll feel that that lower back stays down a lot easier. You don't have to work as hard anymore. Gonna keep the lower back down on the mat and see if you can lift your hips slightly up. So now, again, you need to work in the belly in order for the hips to lift up. Good. Now, lift your head up, lift your shoulders up as well, and point the arms forward. Good. We're gonna try and stay here for a while. Now, try and push your belly button down to the floor. So when your core is active, maybe your muscles tend to flare up. See if you can push them back down. So it's really drawing the belly button towards the floor. Good. Now stay here. We're going to activate the obliques, so like the side abdomen. We're going to keep the legs in center and then reaching with the right hand, reach all the way forward. Good. Back to center, and then with the left hand, reaching all the way forward. Good. Now continue to do this, reaching with the right, reaching with the left. And then in your own pace, start to reach right, left, right, left. Good. Now you want the hips to remain lifted. You want the shoulders to remain lifted, the head to remain lifted. And you want your belly to stay in. So you should be feeling quite something happening straight away. Good, keep breathing, keep pushing your belly down. One more. Good, coming back to center, keep the hips lifted, keep the shoulders lifted. And exhale, release, let the head come down, let the hips come down, maybe the feet come down. Take a short break. Catch your breath. Good. So, not really sure what everybody was feeling, but here, as you reach to the sides with your hands, you start to feel a little bit of a burn on the side of the belly. Whereas when you stay in center, you most likely feel those muscles around the belly button. That's kind of what we want. We want this whole area to start flaming up. All right, so we're gonna come back up. You can pull your, no, not that up. Up with the hips and up with the shoulders. So we're gonna come back onto the floor. Hips are down. A little bit of directory adjustments. Okay, so hips are down, hips are up, lower back is down, shoulders are up. All right, now we're gonna stay here, and I will extend the right leg up, and then slowly lower that right leg down. Try to keep your belly pressed down. Try to keep your lower back pressed down. Very good. And exhale, pull your knee back to your chest. Same thing on the left side. Extending the right leg and slowly lower the right leg down. Keep squeezing the belly. Keep the shoulders lifted. Keep your head lifted. Good. Exhale, knee comes back to your chest. Inhale, extend the right leg and lower it down. Exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, lower down. And knee to your chest. We're going to continue. Maybe squeeze the shoulders a little higher. Lift the head a little higher. Extend the right leg. Lower down. Good. Left leg. Lower down. Okay, next one. We're going to hold a little longer. Extend the right leg. Lower down. And now stay here. Keep pushing your belly button down. Keep lifting your shoulders. Good. Make sure the lower back does not separate from the mat. All right, very good. Exhale, knee to your chest. Same thing, left side. Extend the left leg. Lower down. Hold it there. What? Basita's regretting being my model. Keep the shoulders lifted. Press the belly down. Press the lower back down. Good, and exhale, knee to your chest. Release. Drop the head down. Do something that relaxes. Maybe drop the feet down. Come to some windshield wipers. Some happy baby. Just anything that feels good. Now, we're not done yet. We're going to continue doing these things, so you can just continue to take a break. If you start to feel your neck, first thing you could do is try to get your chin even more to your chest. If that doesn't work, there's always the option to bring your hands behind your head, kind of support your head. So that's always an option. So just see how you go with the next round. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're going to come back down on our back. Pull the knees to your chest. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Good. Now, instead of bringing the arms forward, we're going to lift the arms up towards the ceiling. If you can, kind of pull your fingers towards you, as if you're trying to press the hands towards the against the ceiling. Okay, now same thing. Right leg comes up. Inhale, and slowly lower it down. Good. Exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale, lift the left leg up and lower it down. Good. Exhale to the chest. Keep pressing your belly down, right leg. Good. Lower it down. Back to the chest. Left leg. Continue to press that belly button down. You want to make sure the abdomens don't flare up. I'm just going to continue, right leg. See if you can lift your shoulders just a little bit more. Good. Keep breathing. And again, we'll hold it for a little longer. Right leg comes all the way down. Now hold it here. Good. Try to keep your belly in. Press the lower back firmer into the mat. Press, press, press. Maybe push the arms a little higher. Good. Right leg in. Same thing on the left side. Left leg up. Lower down. Stay here. Press the hands up to the ceiling. Press the lower back down. Very good. Keep breathing. And exhale, knee to your chest. Good, relax, come back down. All right. So I'm sorry for those of you who just did Mandy's class. Maybe your abs were already burning. If they weren't, I hope you start to feel them now. All right. I will just take a few more deep in and exhalations, and then we'll continue to our next round. Move on. All right. Are you ready? Ready? Okay, coming back up. Lower back into the floor, knees to your chest, lift the head, lift the shoulders. Now, instead of bringing the hands up, we're going to bring the arms overhead, so the arms point away from the legs. Okay, good. Now, doing the same thing, extending the right leg, lower it down. Good. And draw the knee in. Left side, lift the leg up, lower it down, and push it in. Okay, right. Lower down. Draw it in. Try to keep your shoulders lifted, even though the arms are lifted up. Lower left leg, come back in. Right leg, lower down. Left leg, lower down. Good. Pull the left knee in. Right leg, we're going to hold a little longer. Lower down. Now try to really lift the shoulders up as we stay a little longer. Really press the belly down. Lower back down. Good. Lift, lift, lift. Push the floor away. Extend the arms further overhead. Good. And right knee comes in. Same thing on the left side. Left leg up. Lower down. Now extend through the arms. Keep the shoulders lifted. Keep the belly pressed down. Keep extending in the arms and the leg. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Good. And exhale. Left knee comes in. Release, come down. All right. Continue to breathe. We're going to take a little longer break, and then we'll round up with our final exercise, staying on the mat. So what we've been working towards is getting that hollow body shape. And with a hollow body shape, I mean that the front of the body is flat. Now, it seems like it's always going to be flat when you stand, but actually, often we're not that flat. We have like a little bit of a rounding along the front of the body in whatever way. And what we're doing here is we're activating the core, but at the same time, we're lifting the legs, we're lifting the shoulders, so we create this really kind of forced flat line along the front of the body. Yes, good, like that. I'm happy to have a model here. So what this does is make sure that your core is super, super active, and make sure your bum is really active, your legs are really active, squeezed together, your shoulders are really active, so everything is super active and super activated. And that's what we call a hollow body. Okay, you can come down. We're all gonna come into that hollow body, and we're gonna hold it for a bit longer. So I don't have a timer. I would suggest coming in for like a full minute, but we'll see how we go. Oh, Ferdinand has a timer. Okay. So a few options for this hollow body. Like we practiced, you can either let your arms point forward. That's a little easier. You can point them up, or you can point them overhead. Bringing them overhead makes it the hardest. So you could also start with that one and then build back towards letting the arms come forward as we move into the minute. Okay, are you ready? Very important, lower back stays down. If you feel it's coming up, then really make it easier, because there's no point in staying in when the lower back is lifted, okay? So you want that one to stay down no matter what. All right, so we're gonna come in. Ferdinand is gonna start our timer. We're gonna extend the legs, maybe extend the arms, and we're gonna stay. Good. Now really try to squeeze that lower back into the mat. Keep the arms lifted. Keep the shoulders lifted as much as you can. Keep the legs lifted. Good, and keep breathing, of course. Yes. Now, 20 seconds? Oh, wow. Oh, we've done 20 seconds. Now we're halfway. Okay, good. Yes, continue to press the lower back into the mat. And if you are starting to get tired, maybe focus on reaching the toes further away from you. Reaching the arms further away from you or further forward. It doesn't matter where the arms are. Try to keep the belly button in. Reach, reach, reach. Last 10 seconds. Okay. Last 10 seconds, guys. We're almost there. Keep breathing. Keep pressing it down. Hold your shape. 2, 1. Okay. Release. All right. Good. You can just soften those muscles in the belly again. Do something that feels good here. All right. So you can imagine if it's this hard to keep your shape while you're on the floor, imagine being upside down and having to do it there, right? So it's just a really good way, a really good thing to practice on the floor, and it's going to help you once you go upside down. The more this becomes natural, the more natural it will be upside down. All right, are you good? Ooh, I had to crack my back a little. Okay, you can come up, come onto your knees. And before we do anything else, we're gonna loosen up our wrists a little bit. So we're gonna bring the hands onto the mat, spreading the fingers wide, and then start to press your fingertips into the mat. And you want your fingertips to turn white, so you really wanna press them down. Good, now keep the fingertips white. Start to come forward with the shoulders. Let the shoulders get over the wrists and maybe lean even further forward, keeping the whole palm down as you lean forward. Good. Now, if you start to feel all the pain or stretch come only into the wrist, then focus on pressing the fingertips more down because you want to divide the weight of your body over the entire hand. Good. Now, if you like, you can start to softly rock forward and backward. Good. Creating that soft stretch for the wrists. Okay, very good. And coming back. If you want, give the wrists a little shake. We'll continue with some more stretches. We really want the wrists to get ready. Okay, so coming back onto hands and knees, then turn the fingers out to the side. Again, pressing the fingertips down, extending the arms, and then softly start to rock from left to right. Depending on how this feels, you either stay and continue to do this, or if it feels okay, you can start to make circles. Feel and follow that stretch as you move through one wrist and the other. And you can lean as far over to the sides as feels okay for your wrists. All right. And don't forget to press those fingertips down. All right, very good. Other way around. And we'll finish up here. One more circle. Okay. And then coming back to center, sitting back onto your heels. Give your hands another shake. All right. And we'll find a stretch for the other side of the wrists. We're going to bring the hands into Namaste. I'm placing, I'm going to put my foot weird on the floor. I'm placing the top of my right hand down on the floor. The fingers point over to the side, and then extend the left arm all the way. And then you're going to try and lean over to the left, creating like a stretch for the front of the right wrist. That makes sense. So kind of depending on the way your arms are built, the way your shoulders build, the way the wrist is built, you could either lean really far, maybe extend the arms, or maybe it's enough for you to stay right here. You feel a stretch already. So just see what kind of movement you need. Other side, top of the left hand comes down, straighten out the right arm, and start to straighten the left one. If you want, lean over to the right side. Good. All right. And just see if you can release a bit in the wrists. And we'll get back to center. Good. All right. Now you can give your wrists one last shake, maybe a roll. Okay. Good. Now let's move into our first downward facing dog. So bringing the feet into the mat, the toes into the mat, hands underneath the shoulders. We're gonna lift our knees up and then slowly press the hips up, coming all the way into our downward facing dog and taking the time here. Get comfortable. We already did quite a bit of work waking up the core. Just do whatever feels nice here. You can really rock the hips from left to right, roll your head, roll your shoulders, whatever feels good. All right. And lifting the hips up high. Tilt the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Long, straight spine. And then we're slowly gonna try and straighten out the knees as much as you can or as much as feels good. Maybe if you have space, you could drop the heels down. Good. And then look at your hands. Start to press those fingertips back into the floor, just like we did with that warm-up of the wrists. Okay, now keep your eyes on your hands. Come onto your tippy toes, and we're gonna walk the feet forward, and we're gonna try to keep the hands all the way down. Keep the legs as straight as you can, and step by step, walk the feet forward. And when they're all the way forward, you fold forward. Knees can be bent here. Good. Soften the upper body. Dangle the upper body forward, maybe rocking from left to right. Good. All right, and we'll slowly roll ourselves up, coming all the way up. And coming to standing. All right, good. Now we'll come to the top of our mat, feet together. Standing nice and tall. And every time you stand up, you can kind of think about that hollow body shape. So instead of just kind of standing, we're going to really activate the core. Try and stand, like an army person or whatever, like a soldier. Super active in the core. Okay, standing up tall. On our next inhale, we're going to reach up, moving through some sun salutations. Arms come all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands come down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale, stepping both feet to the back of the mat. We're going to lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We'll stay here for a deep breath. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. Look at the hands. Inhale, step both feet back to the top of the mat. Straighten the spine, look forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, move the arms all the way up, stretch up. Think of that hollow body. Exhale, fold forward. Come back out. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step both feet to the back of the mat. We're going to lower down, chaturanga. Knees can always come down as you do this. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying there for a deep inhale. And deep exhale. Look at the hands. Inhale, step both feet to the top of the mat. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Little faster. Inhale, lifting the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump your feet to the back of the mat, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying again for a deep inhale. Deep exhale. Look at the hands. Inhale, step or jump your feet forward. Lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump your feet back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying for deep inhale. And deep exhale. Look at the hands. Inhale, step or jump your feet forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step or jump your feet back. Lower down. We're going to introduce some variations. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now stay there for a deep inhale. And deep exhale. Good. Next inhale, we're going to lift our right leg up. Good. Try and keep your hips squared. Lift that right leg high. And look at your hands. Exhale, we're going to roll the shoulders forward. Let the shoulders come over the hands. Good. Make sure your fingertips are pressed down. And then let the right knee come over to the right elbow. Squeeze it there. Now remember the shape we have here, it's very similar to the shape we had when we were warming up, you know, with the lower back pressed into the floor and the arms towards the ceiling. So try and activate those same areas as your hair, really pulling the belly button towards the ceiling in this case, flattening out the lower back as if you want to press it towards the ceiling, and then extending the arms, press them into the floor. Try to keep your shape, very good. Inhale, lift that right leg up, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, look at your hands. Again, roll the shoulders forward. We're going to move through a one-legged chaturanga, bending the elbows, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same thing on the left side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Try to keep the hips squared, pressing the left side of the hip slightly down. All right. And exhale. Look at your hands. Roll the shoulders forward. Press the fingertips into the floor. And then let the left knee come over to the left elbow. Very good. You can see here how Basit is pressing his hands down. It's kind of flattening out. I'm not going to touch him, of course. He's kind of pushing his shoulders almost up towards the ceiling. Really keeping that core super active. All right, staying there for one more breath. And next, inhale, lifting the left leg back up. Good. All right, exhale, look at your hands. And roll the shoulders forward again. We're going to lower down in our chaturanga, bending the elbows. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Staying there for deep inhale. And deep exhale. Look at the hands. Next, inhale, step or jump your feet forward. Lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the arms up, one more round. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump the feet back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, stay there for a deep inhale. And deep exhale. Yeah, maybe. We're gonna turn. All right, right leg comes up. Next, inhale. Exhale, look at the hands. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward. Let them come over the wrists, just like we did before. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Good. Now stay there. And start to press the hands into the floor again. Push the floor away. Now move that right knee over to the left elbow. Hold it there. Keep pressing the floor away. Keep squeezing the belly button in. And over to the right elbow. One more time. Over to the left. Over to the right. Good. Inhale, press yourself back to downward dog. All right, now from here, instead of moving through a one-leg chaturanga, we can try and lift the legs up and kind of balance in a half handstand for a moment. So you can use that left leg to kind of jump up, lift up, maybe try a few times. Very good. And from there, we're going to lower down into a chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Same thing on the left side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, look at your hands. Shift the shoulders forward. Good. Now let the left knee come over to the left elbow. Focus on pressing the floor away. Kind of push the whole spine up towards the ceiling, flattening out the lower back. And then turn over to the right elbow. Now you feel those obliques again, those side muscles kind of in the belly. Okay, over to the left side. Over to the right side. And over to the left. Good. Inhale, lifting the leg back up. And exhale, look at your hands. We're going to try and kick up into that handstand. Always fun, but a little difficult, but usually on one of the sides. So maybe this is your easy side or your hard side. Try a few times and then lower down into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Now we'll stay for our last deep inhale. And last deep exhale. Good. And then lower the knees down. Come down onto your heels. And you can come into a child's pose for a moment. Softly rocking from left to right. So it's really nice actually to be able to catch your breath. I can't imagine how tired Basita is right now. All right. Softly rocking from left to right if you like. And if your shoulders are kind of feeling sore, feeling tired, you could choose to bring your hands underneath your shoulder, underneath your head, or move the hands all the way back, just to kind of release in the shoulders, to give them a little break. All right, very good. And on our next inhale, we're slowly going to roll up and come all the way onto our heels. Good. Now from here, we'll place the hands behind our back, interlace the fingers. We're just going to stretch out the chest, the front of the body a bit. Interlacing the fingers, squeeze the palms all the way together. Lift the chest up even more, maybe look up. And then start to press the hands down towards the floor. Keep lifting the chest up, roll the shoulders back and down. So nice to stretch it out the other way around. Good. Lifting the chest even more. And exhale, we'll release and come back to center. All right. Now, before we do anything else, I kind of want to play around with putting a bit more weight into the hands, and also play around with how the core can help us make this arm balance a little easier. So I think the best way to practice and play around is to come into a crow pose. So many of you probably have done a crow pose in a yoga class once or twice. Here we have a beautiful example, crow pose. So with a crow, we have our knees balancing onto our upper arms. And we can do this in many ways. So what Basita's doing, his elbows are somewhat straight, and he's using a lot of power coming out of the core to stay there. Another way to do a crow pose, if you are learning to do one, maybe, is to kind of keep your elbows a little bit more bent and flared out to the side. That way your face is going to be a bit closer to the floor, and I kind of create a table with my upper arm to lean on. When I'm in this kind of crow pose, I don't have to do that much in my core. I can kind of just dangle out here and stack my bones on top of one another to stay. When I want to straighten the arms, I need to use a lot more power coming from the core to kind of keep my legs up my arms. And that's what we want. So that's what we're going to work on. And what we're going to do, instead of coming into that crow straight away, we're going to bring our hands down on the floor with the fingers spread, fingertips pressed down. Then lift the hips up high. If you can, straighten the legs. If you cannot, just keep them slightly bent. Then we're going to lean all the way forward and bring that right knee and tap it onto your right upper arm. Tap it as high as you can towards the armpit. Good. And lower it down. Good. Release. Same thing on the other side. So first, we're leaning forward all the way to the hands. Then lifting the left foot, tap that left knee to the upper arm. Good. And exhale, release. Come back down. All right, we'll do that a few times. Arms are straight if you can. And then pull the right knee towards the right upper arm. Leaning forward if you can. Yes, good. So see how all the weight needs to shift towards me in order for that knee to come closer. And you really need to squeeze in the core to get the knee there. Good, come back. Shifting over to the other side. Left knee. Come all the way in. Squeeze it in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And come back. Good. All right. Catch your breath. Take a break. You look at the hands if you can. You could also look back, but as you might be able to see, I'm not really sure. As I look back, my weight or my center of mass tends to roll more towards that way because my head's quite heavy. So when I bring it more that way, my center of mass is going to move that way, and I'm more likely to tumble. So either you need to press a lot, or what's going to happen in order for you not to tumble is you're going to lean back again. So instead of being able to stay here, you're going to go back here. And then it's going to be harder to bring that knee towards the arm. You could look forward, but for a lot of people, it creates a lot of tension in the neck. So I would suggest looking straight at your hands. If that doesn't feel good for the neck, you try to keep looking at the hands, but kind of bring the chin slightly more in. That way, you still have somewhat of the weight of the head helping you, but you don't have that pain. All right, so we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to try to lift both legs up. So maybe that means you need to bend the arms slightly, or maybe it means that you need to bend the legs a little bit more. That's fine. Because we're going to try and come into a crow, it's important that there's a little bit of contact between the knee and the arm. So the hands come down. You're going to come onto your tippy toes maybe, lean slightly forward, then bringing the right arm against, right knee against your right arm. We're going to lean, 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 and let the left knee come towards that arm as well. And see if you can lift both feet up. Okay? Oh, okay, yeah, so I'm taking a lot of time. All right, so Basita's going to try create that contact between the knee and the arm. Lean forward, lean, 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 and then try and bring that other knee in. So his foot is, wow. I was going to say his foot is quite far away, but he has a lot of strength. So that's easy for him. Okay, good. Come down. Try on the other side so they can see what you do. So bringing that left knee towards the arm. Good, now lean slightly forward and see if you can squeeze that other knee to come onto the arm. Yes, good. Good, good, good. So the way to get in is really by using that core strength. Here we go. Yes, try to maybe lift the hips a little higher, extend the arms a bit. All right, good, and come down. Okay, giving the wrists a little shake, little break. If you want to come into some gorilla hands or gorilla arms, feel free to do so, standing on the palms, giving the wrists a bit more of a stretch. Just taking your time. Good. And considering I just got a notification that I'm running late, we're gonna go and move towards the wall now, so we can work on that handstand a bit more. So you can bring your mat against the wall and try and really have the mat touch the wall. Okay? And today in our shape against the wall, we're going to try and focus again on creating that hollow body. So I'm kind of exaggerating. It's like I'm really squeezing my bum, squeezing my belly. This is the shape we want, but we want it upside down, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kick our legs up against the wall. So what we'll do, we'll bring the hands very close to the wall. So when I say very close, I mean very close. No more than 5 centimeters away from the wall, okay? And lifting one leg up, or if you prefer to jump into your handstand, you can keep both feet down. Lifting, in my case, one leg up. I'm going to softly kick my legs up. Well, not that softly. And come against the wall. Okay, so if this is your first handstand today, or of the week, or of the month, maybe even, just take a moment to kind of get familiar. And what we'll be focusing on is once you are up here, you're going to try and create that hollow body shape, so activating the core. And because my feet are on the wall, it's really hard to get the correct kind of hollow body shape. But that's our exercise. We're going to try and use the muscles in the core to kind of pull the feet off the wall. And try and find our balance for a moment. So I'm not sure if you guys can see, but I'm not kicking my feet off the wall. I'm really using the muscles in the core only to pull my feet off the wall. So that's really hard. And what that's going to do, it's going to help us train those muscles that help you maintain your hollow body shape. Okay, so Basit is up. Try not to lift one foot at a time, but lift them simultaneously. Oh, both heels down. Pressing the fingers into the floor, squeezing the core as you lift both heels simultaneously off the wall. Okay, so I'm hoping everybody's doing this. So now you can imagine if your hands are this far away from the wall, it's super hard. Walk the hands closer and try again, okay? All right, one more thing. If you notice this is starting to hurt your wrist, starting to hurt your shoulders, maybe think of where your hands are positioned. We want the hands to be shoulder width apart. And once you are up, think about pressing the hands all the way into the floor. Just like we practiced earlier on, you're reaching as far as you can. So my arms come really close to my ears. I'm not doing this, but I'm extending like this. Good. And then once you're up, again, squeeze in the core. Think about pressing your lower back towards the wall and wait for your feet to come off. Oh, nog 2 minuten. Okay, 2 more minutes. Hey, guys, give your hands a little shake. We're going to try and go up against the wall for the time remaining. And I think for the time remaining, most important things today is we're going to try and press that lower back towards the wall, okay? So that's the only thing you're going to try and focus on. Don't think about how it looks. Don't think about anything else. We're just going to try and stay upside down for a minute. And Ferdy is going to time us, right? So hands come close to the wall, shoulder width apart. All right, good. Now lift your favorite leg or jump both feet simultaneously and kick up towards that wall. All right, now find your hollow body shape. Start to press the lower back towards the wall. You don't have to lift your feet up because that might make it hard for you to keep your balance. And then stay there. Keep pushing the floor away. Keep pushing your lower back towards the wall. Are you doing okay, Basit? Yeah, okay, he's doing fine. He's just superhuman, that's fine. All right, we're halfway, guys. Try to push the floor a bit harder. And remember that your hollow body shape is still intact. So we still have that core engaged. We have the lower back pressed towards the wall. We kind of squeeze our bum together, squeeze the legs together. Continue to press. You want to feel the belly burn. And of course, keep breathing. I hear we have 20 seconds. Oh, 10. Oh, that's nothing, guys. We could stay here for another minute, right? Yeah, maybe not. And that's 1 minute. Good job, guys. Slowly lower yourself back down and release. Good job. All right. Okay, I hope everybody's doing fine. Hope everybody's doing good. Send us a question if you have one. Or later, of course. So I hope it made sense today what we were focusing on. I tried to come up with a lot of exercises you could do without going upside down, without hurting the wrist maybe. And I hope it helps you get a little further in your handstand practice. Yes. Guys, if you want to join our meditation cycle, it starts on Tuesday. It's 5 days. You can join us every day. What time is it? 5 p.m., okay? So I hope you all have a wonderful King's Day tomorrow. I hope you guys stay active, stay healthy, stay grounded. Thank you, Vasit, for helping out. And take care. Good Sunday. All right.